My name is Yara Travieso, and I am a 2005 Young Arts winner for dance and choreography.
Chris is going to stay in his little hold, okay? And we're basically going to look at him, okay? So
the world that I'm trying to create in set is a world that is full of distortion and disorientation, and it's exploring this disorientation, and it's terrified, and it's excited, and it's scared, and it's full of all these different things that we feel when we find ourselves in a foreign environment. And it's something that's really beautiful and fragile, you know, that we constantly try to create these structures that are just going to collapse. And it's that person in that environment of a structure that's about to collapse that finds themselves in a foreign place. And that's where the story starts.
Good, Juliet. This is beautiful.
New World Symphony just gave us this amazing opportunity to present it in their space. So we knew that we needed to create something that was site-specific, because this space is so magnificent and it's so extraordinary. I mean, I don't know of anyone that will ever have the challenge to create something in such a unique space, because not only is the space completely in the round, so there's a sort of sense of 360-degree angles, where there's a new story in every seat that you're watching it, but there's also the added environment of the actual story that the design and the architecture tells.
Speaking with the choreographer, we were really interested in having the dancers look like themselves.
There's also something sort of streamlined, like aerodynamic, you know, about this, because otherwise there's a sense, and also if we have this tape gripping them, there's something about this whole world that makes them ready for any sort of physical danger they're about to approach. So it's completely risk ready. It's almost like superhero suits. And they're not costumes, which is interesting. They're stage apparel. Stage apparel, that's
It's non-traditional dance. It's a non-traditional performance. It's not what you think you're going to see. I think it's going to surprise a lot of people in a good way.
So that fall ideally would be right, and she catches you, and it should be enough. Can I try? Mm-hmm. It should be enough to for him to grab your feet from there. The biggest challenge was to create a piece that you wanted to put so much of yourself in such a limited amount of time, which I think created this pressure that is reflected directly in the piece. And I also think that a really big challenge is really allowing yourself to say such personal things in a work and then go back home and show it, which is interesting because this piece isn't done. It's the beginning of it, and it's exciting to bring it back home and show it, but at the same time there's a sense of understanding of what Miami is and what it means to you, and there's also all this baggage that you have in Miami because you grew up there, and I think that sort of personal struggle with the logistical struggle is something that I'm gonna probably keep struggling playing with and figuring out for a while. But I think that we find ourselves in a good place, and I'm excited. And then Esme falls. Okay, we need to fix this. This is good. This is what we're doing this for. And an added validation is that of the Young Arts. Young Arts has been with me from the beginning of my artistic career until now, where it's really the beginning of my artistic career. And it's really exciting to have that stamp of approval and validation from an organization that you believe in so much and has inspired you over and over and has inspired so many young artists and so many lives and paths of those young artists. And for me, it literally propelled me into where I am today.